In we go. I want a tiny camera. That's all I want. That's all I want. I think this is the quickest turnaround for a video that I've ever done. We've just received the camera now and it's 1 p.m. and the embargo lifts in about 7 hours, so let's just get stuck in. This is the new Lumix L10 and it looks very much like an LX100 if you ask me, which is a very good thing. This is very exciting to me. If you've seen my channel before, you'll know that this is basically the camera that I've been asking for a very long time. It has the GH7 sensor and the S12 processor. So this is a very high spec camera, very photo-centric, but it does have a mic input, which I'm really happy to see. So I'm going to do a little bit of video footage as well. With it having a GH7 sensor, there's no excuse for it not to have good video. The lens is fixed. It's a very fast Leica branded lens. It's a 1.7 to 2.8, 24 to 70 equivalent, or is it 75 equivalent? 75 equivalent. Thank you, Josh, my cameraman. With crop zoom, I think you can make it even more versatile because you'll be able to sort of punch in camera, which I'm excited to play with. We also have real-time LUT, of course, finally, in a photo-centric camera. So I've already installed my favorite LUT, my Streetwise LUT, and I'm gonna go and take some street photography with it. In the presentation, it was a big emphasis on how a camera should feel and how it makes you feel to use. And I think that's really apparent in this design. It's a very leather textured sort of design, and the titanium gold edition, this is a limited edition one, is stunning. I particularly love that there's no Lumix logo on the front. It's actually on the back, which I think makes it look more minimal and just really, really premium. I think it's safe to say this is the sexiest camera that Lumix has brought out in a very long time, if ever. I think maybe the GM5 gives it a run for its money, but otherwise I think this is gorgeous. There's a lot of attention to detail in the Lumix range in general. We have the exact same battery as all the other major cameras, and I'm really happy because I brought my S9 with me and I've got a bag full of batteries, so that's worked out great. And I really like that there's a separate SD slot on the bottom as well. I just think it's really nice, the textures are nice, and it feels really blooming premium. One feature that's blown me away already, and I've saved it to a function button on the camera, is crop zoom. It turns the lens into a 24 to 200 millimeter equivalent. You are punching in on the JPEGs, but because you've got such a big amount of megapixels to play with, it's not too bad. And it makes an already very versatile lens even more versatile. So this is without crop zoom. We have 75 millimeters. Awesome. With crop zoom, 203 millimeters. Okay, so maybe the stabilization isn't quite good enough for vlogging. Who knows? Maybe I'm just a bouncy walker. Do you think this is acceptable for vlogging in a pinch? We have two new photo profiles built in. We have the L Classic and L Classic Gold, which looks really nice. We've seen some sample images so far and it looks nice. So I'm going to sort of go between real-time LUT and these to test them out. And of course we have like a monochrome, which I'm really happy to see. So this is like a photo-centric dream. You can customize whatever style you want. You've got some great ones built in, and with real-time LUT, you can add in any style you like. This is not only giving Fujifilm a run for its money, but it's kicking them. It's standing upon their heads. This is 10 times better in my opinion. Always has been, but we've never had a blooming camera to go with it. And now we have a really nice photo-centric camera with the real-time LUT feature. And I'm very happy. But Lumix wouldn't be Lumix without some video features, and I'm actually filming this on an L10 right now. We have MP4 Lite, we have Open Gate, we have slow motion features. So we've got everything for a really nice hybrid setup. It is absolutely photo first, and I think it's very apparent from when you pick it up with your aperture dials and everything being so nice and tactile that it's a photo first camera. But you've got some really nice video features as well. We don't have an ND filter yet. I haven't been told the filter thread. If there is a filter thread, it looks like there is one. See, we are kind of winging it today. I promise there will be a more in-depth video very soon. If we can get an ND filter for it, then it's a really good sort of hybrid photo video camera, in my opinion. I'm very happy to see the mic input. I was worried because there's always like something missing on a Lumix camera usually, and this just doesn't seem to have anything missing. Panasonic could have asked before bringing my camera collection to Japan. Also goes without saying, we have phase detect autofocus and all the fancy pants advanced subject detection that you would find on the GH7. So finally, we have a small camera with good autofocus, with subject detection, with real-time LUT. It's got just about everything I was after. Let's play. Will it vlog? This is a cracking little vlogging out and about camera. I'm loving it. And I know that it's got subject detection, so I know I'll be in focus. What a time to be alive. The camera itself is just 508 grams, so really, really tiny. And there is a really high quality OLED viewfinder. And one thing I love and wish every camera had is the photo and video dial. And that means you can just flick the switch between the two and it's dead simple. The Canon V1 has this, and this is my favorite out and about vlogging camera at the moment. And I wonder if the L10 will take the crown. One thing that I think is great on this camera is we now have a vertical UI. So when the camera is vertical, all of the settings shift to the top and the bottom of the frame, which I just think, because we shoot so much vertical content these days, having those little quality of life features is really important. There's a lot of great photo-centric features in this camera. You have live view composite mode, which is one of my favorite features in most Micro Four Thirds cameras. In terms of how this camera feels, I think Lumix have done a cracking job. The whole point was like an experience camera, high quality, texture, tactile, and I just think it's gorgeous. If you were to compare this to like the S9, for example, the build quality on this is exponentially better. I also like that it has a little grip, so it's quite comfortable in the hand. There's already some small rig accessories available for it, which is great. I think I'm falling in love. Literally, if Lumix could bring this out with a Micro Four Thirds mount, I'm done. I can pack up and go. It's got everything that I want. So in terms of street photography, the 24 to 75 and then 24 to 200 if you use crop zoom is so good. You can pick people off, you don't have to get into people's faces, but it's plenty wide enough. One thing that's quite funny is like sometimes it takes a few seconds to get to the focal length that you want. Now I'm sure, and let me know in the comments if I've dreamt this, but I'm sure on the original LX100 you could save where the zoom was on the lens and then save that to a custom button. So as soon as you turned it on, it would like default to 50mm, for example, or 75. I know you can do it on the PowerShot V1 that I'm holding right now, so I'm gonna have to figure out if I can do this on the new camera. I've figured out how I can do the zoom that I want. So on the top of the lens, you've got your aspect ratio 1, 2, 3. I personally don't really care about aspect ratio. If I want to change the aspect ratio, I can do it in the edit. So I'm going to use these buttons instead to snap zoom. So on number 1, I've got 35mm, number 2, I've got 50mm, and number 3, I've got 75mm. So if I change that preset, when I turn the camera on, it'll go straight to the one that I want. And if I leave it in that setting, I can turn the camera off and on again and it'll reset back to that focal length. Pretty cool. Another thing that you can assign to the lens function button is your favorite photo profiles. So I've set mine up as Streetwise, then the new Leica Classic Gold, and then Leica Monochrome. I can't quit Leica Monochrome, it's brilliant. So yeah, there's loads of ways that you can set this up to your taste. So as I say, this is a very quick first look sort of video, but I do think this might be my forever camera. I'm super excited, so definitely I will be getting a full video out very soon that goes into a bit more depth, but I hope this gets you sort of up to speed and as excited as I am about the Lumix L10.